Hey everybody, Tim and my demon here, Ladybird, who is very happy to join the episode with us for His Dark Materials, Season 2, Episode 4, Tower of Angels. She's a big girl and a lot harder to control than her little brothers. So, Season 2, Episode 4, His Dark Materials. I loved it! It's cutting edge! See what I did there? Did you see what I did there? Oh, you just love kisses. So, this is more of kind of what I've been expecting for the whole season. Not to say I haven't enjoyed episodes 1, 2, and 3, but this is definitely a lot more. So the first book is called The Golden Compass, as most people know because of the movie, for love it or hate it. This is, the second book is called, you are making this very difficult. The second book is called The Subtle Knife. And so they finally said it, and I had like my Peter moment, where as soon as they were like, it's the subtle knife in the beginning, and I was like, they said the title! And so we get that, we learn about the bearer, who is the guy whoever's supposed to own the knife. So, how do I say this nicely? I don't know how. In the first couple of episodes when we meet Mary, when we first see her, I know, because I've already read the books, how important of a character she is in the books. And I was like, I'm kind of surprised they didn't get like a really big name. Like somebody who's just like really gonna stand out. And I mean, not to like discredit the actress. I think she's doing a fantastic job. But I was a little surprised. And then once we finally got to this episode, I was like, oh, you blew the whole season's budget on this episode. Got it. We finally get to actually technically meet what is it? Groomsman, whatever his name is. So the reason I say technically is because he was in that, I think it was in the very first episode, because his character was supposed to be the head that's in the jar, which they don't really talk about, but that the head was faked. It was a fake head. And so we finally get to meet him, and he's played by Andrew Scott, who's a terrific actor. Most notably nowadays, people know him for playing Moriarty in the Sherlock series. But he's great. He's a really, really good actor. And then when we meet Giacomo Paradisi, I think his name is, whatever, the former bearer of the subtle knife, played by Terrence Stamp. I was super excited. I mean, I've been a big fan of Terrence Stamp for a long, long time. I mean, most people obviously from like playing Zod or playing, let's see, what else? The Priscilla, Queen of the Desert character, or even like, personally, I remember like Billy Budd. Like, I've been a big, big fan of, we've been a big fan for a long time. You were like too much for this, for this review. So, it was great to see him. He is rocking it. I mean, granted, he's been in a lot of other stuff, like The Haunted Mansion is what my husband recognized him from. Red Planet, he was actually really good in, like the Val Kilmer movie. If you haven't seen it, it's actually a decent, like, sci-fi horror movie. So we get that. The whole, like, Will losing his fingers was kind of like, I was actually surprised. I was like, I wonder how they're going to do that. And sure enough, they did. They're like, boop, bye. And he lost them. So we get that. Let's see, Mrs. Coulter crossing over. So now Mrs. Coulter is now universe hopping, going to different planets. And finally, Mary Malone's the one who kind of took a step back. Like I said, I already know where her character is going to go in the series, but her talking to Dust and realizing Dust is angels, and I was like, they're getting to it. Because again, angels are going to be a very, very popular or very, very important like characters in this book series. So this was, like I said, I mean, it was fantastic to see a lot of these characters and hints of these characters slowly start coming out. So I'm really excited. This episode's the first one so far for the season. I've enjoyed them, but this one really got me excited. So go ahead, tell Ladybird and myself what you think of it. All the different characters that are, and I mean, like, I didn't even talk, like, Grumman, whatever his name is, doesn't matter, is also, like, Will's dad. So, like, the whole big, there's so many twists, so many turns. So go ahead, tell me what you thought about Andrew Scott. What did you think about Terrence Stamp, Mrs. Coulter, Mary Malone? just all the different stuff going on. The specters, we finally got the answer of why Will didn't get taken by the specters, is because he still can't see them. It was just weird editing. Like, they did it on purpose for the, like, drama of it. But go ahead, let Lady Bird and I know what you thought about this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and we will see you guys next week for Scholar.